Hey everybody, before we begin, I just want to say that the rules since the original printing have officially been changed. So in the original rule book, there is the rules for the end game. Either the last town card is purchased or the last railroad is auctioned. For a longer game, two of those or all the buildings are purchased must be is how the game ends. Two of those three things must happen for the game to end. I was playing the playthrough using the old rules, but it's since been errated. The explanation for that was the towns. There was this issue where people would do a mad dash to buy towns and just end the game as quickly as possible. That is not an issue with this playthrough. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the playthrough is fine. It's just the end condition. The game would have lasted a little bit longer had I done that. So I'm just going to go ahead and say everything's fine. Just when the game ends, it ends before it normally would end. So otherwise, just your typical game mistakes otherwise. So it's just when it gets to the end. So thank you very much for watching. Let's get to it. Hello folks and welcome to Raccoon Tycoon. Today I will be doing a two-player run-through, which means two-player variant rules. So we have here player one and we have here player two. Because my name's Richard, my wife's name is Jen, I just go player one, player two. So we have the first player marker token. The first player marker token just means whoever has this is the player who will be going first every round. That doesn't change. That doesn't change hands. Like in other games, this player goes first and that player goes first next round. No, it will always start here. That's just a reminder that this is the player who started. So when an end game condition is met, everyone still gets an equal amount of turns. So if this player, okay, so the end game conditions are either the last town card is purchased or the last railroad is auctioned. For a longer game, you can have two of this, and this are no longer there. I'm just going to be doing a regular game, so either the towns or the railroads will be gone. So what's next? So when that happens, and it's the first player who does that, then, well, they currently have one more turn than player two ever got for the whole game. So that means player two will go. However, the second player, does that, game end, because we've now had an equal amount of turns. So that's that. So both players start off with $10. Both players start out with 3 production cards, which are kept secret. Speaking of keeping secret, money is hidden information. Everyone's going to know what towns that'll be open. Those will be on display, face up in your player area. Railroads, same thing, face up, player area. Buildings, face up, player area. Money, however, you can stack up your money, kind of let players not know exactly how much money you have. Maybe to help encourage, risking doing an auction. I hope I'm right about being able to auction this, and the other player maybe doesn't have as much money as me, that kind of thing. Also, to start, everyone gets commodities. Player one starts with a single commodity. Player two starts with 2 commodities, and they cannot be the same. So player two, looking at their cards, figured maybe wood and coal would be good for them. And player one, looking at their cards, knew for sure that luxury would be good for them. So we have our buildings here. So when we're deciding to purchase a building, this is the building cost. And you can see right on it, it gives us the bonus of an additional coal when we do our production. So we have a base of doing 3 productions. So we would be able to get those 3 goods, 1, 2, 3. Do we have a card? Yes, we do. So right now we would not be able to get all 4 of these. We would only be able to get 3 of those. There are buildings that allow us to get +1 production. So we would be able to get 4 of those, or there's a few cards that even have 5. And there's also a building that says your max production is 5. I want to say there's 2 4 production, 1 5 production. I could be wrong about that. That's fine. But they do exist in here is the ultimate point. Also, when you purchase 2 buildings, bonus buildings specifically, other buildings you just kind of get that, but bonus buildings are you have to pick one. So if one player owns 2 bonus buildings, specifically the bonus buildings, they would do their production of however many they get, and they would have to decide, okay, now do I want an extra coal or do I want an extra goods? Also, these bonus ones are double-sided. So you can pay the cost on the other side to say, okay, if this were the case, in this case, you could say, okay, do I want to get 1 more good or do I want to get 2 more coal as a bonus? And again, you would still have to choose. Even if you had this, you still have to choose because they're bonus buildings. If you had more than 1 production building, well, production buildings say you get +4 production or +5 production. If you had one that said 4 or 5, you just choose. You perhaps might want to choose 4 because maybe you want to take a specific amount of goods and not give any back. Because if you have more than what you're able to hold, you have to choose one of however many you have and give that back. Buildings. So, yeah. Another thing. So, okay, so we have a base commodity holdings. Basically, we're only allowed to have 10. We're only allowed to have 10 total commodities. I have 1. I can get 9 more. Straight up, if I did not own any buildings. However, if I did get a building, this would be 1 building. So this increases. This would increase my goods. Commodities. Commodities is the word they use. I would be able to increase my commodities by 1. If this was there, I get my base 10 plus 1. So that is why buildings might be more popular. If they did not have that rule, you might shy off from buying buildings as much, because it's nice to have 12 commodities now if you had these, right? So, okay, so we have our towns. We have a few 2s, a few 3s, and a few 4s. Because it is 2 players, there will be 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s, and in that order. So they each are purchased by different amounts of commodities. And yeah, so you can purchase this one for 2 coals or for 4 of anything. So right now we have 1 of anything. And when this, okay, so if you have a town and a railroad, so if this was in my player area, I could say, oh, see, I have 1 and 1. If you had another town and another railroad, you say, okay, so I have another pair. So you get the bonus points for however many, in this case, Big Bear railroads you have. So you would get 3 bonus points for just this card. You get 7 if you had 2 of the Big Bears, and 13 if you had 3 of the Big Bears, and so forth. So if you had 3 any railroads, you can combine this to get this extra bonus points on top of you just automatically get 2 bonus points. So that would be that. And railroads are done by auction. And the 2-player variant rule says with auctions, a player would take a card and say, I bid any amount. It has to be a minimum of, in this case, 5. So if I said $10 is my bid, player 2 would have to decide if they're going to beat that or just pass. And there is no, it's not a auction. There is no back and forth. There is no anything. Once a player decides they increase or bid, then that player gets the card or the other player gets the card. With a 3 or 4 player game, you would just keep auctioning until everyone but one person has passed. And then that one person, of course, gets it. In a 2-player game, no, this is the price. Do you beat it or not? And that's it. There is no spot for the production cards. So I just set it here. Set it beside the board, but for the sake of the camera, I'm just going to just have that set there. And there are more buildings here. So we have our 4 bonus buildings. That's it. There are 6 total. I have chosen these 4, and by chose I mean these were the 4 that were on top. I had these kind of mixed up a little bit, so I just went, the first one I saw goes there, second one I saw, that was how I randomly chose those ones. When one gets purchased, of course, you flip the top building and it'll have, well, I'll show you a few examples. Oh, and this is the one example of a double-sided. Everything else is a single side, and this one is, you can purchase this for 30 and have a bonus of not just one, that one, or a coal, or a choose one. Choose one. And if you purchase for the 60, choose any two. This was at the bottom, eh? Okay, whatever. So it's at the bottom. So this is a potential that you could get. We have nice increase the price of a commodity $3 before selling. Ooh, isn't that lovely? Okay, so we have a max hand size, that's these production cards, of 3. Well, that one just says you can pay us $30 and you can now have 4. Oh, whoops, not that one. This one. You can now have 4. And store 3 commodities. That's a nice one. So you get the building. Well, that increases your commodity holdings by 1. Now add 3 to it, and on top of that, so this one purchase of 10 gets you 4 extra spaces. The one for being a building in the first place, plus the extra 3 because that's its power. Let's go. I have a couple more. I'll go a couple more. $5 commission for each auction held. Wow, you get $5 for having a auction. Build towns with 1 fewer commodity. Oh, this is a nice one too. Build towns with 1 fewer commodity. These are the towns. So you have 2 coals and 4 of anything. Well, now you have 1 coal needed or 3 of anything. And if you have railroads, give yourself an extra victory point for each railroad card you have in your play area. So those are some examples that I feel confident will not be coming out this game. So who knows? Hopefully I gave myself enough of a buffer that we just won't see those ones. We'll see what actually happens, of course. So let's get started. Player 1, what do you want to do? Well, I went for my cards right away. So, do you want to start producing right away? Do you want to build a building right away? Do you, heck, want to even hold an auction right away? Do you want to get one of those cards right away? You don't have enough to get purchase a town, so that's off the table, but you do have $10. You can purchase one of these for the 5, 6, 5, 6 commodities that they're worth. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so wheat and wood are not out here. So those would be worth 4. Railroad, yes, you could start auctioning right away. And of course, that would be okay. You could also produce. You went for a luxury good right away. And you could get yourself some more resources and increase by 3. So all the starting goods, so all the goods are at a starting position, $1, $2, $3. So this luxury good, if I sold it right now, I'd be getting myself $3. And I would not be getting myself any more because I don't have any more commodities. So that's maybe not the smartest move to do right now. But if you looked at wood, you can get 3 woods, and this one would increase it by 1, that would increase it by 1. And if you purchased this right now, then you would be getting more luxury. Maybe that's what he's thinking, maybe that's what he's going to do. For this turn, let's purchase 1 building. So that's going to go there. That was worth $6, so we get $4 back. 3, 4. So player 1 has a building, is now able to hold 4 commodities, plus when he does production, he's going to get that extra 1, the 3 plus the 1. All right, player 2. Player 2, what do you do? Player 2's also kind of thinking, well, it is nice to have that building to increase what I'm able to hold even in the first place. That's always nice. Also, I did kind of get wood for a reason, because I'm able to increase the wood quite a lot by 3. I can increase the wood by 3. I can increase the goods by 2. And the goods is already worth more in the first place. So perhaps if I did that, increased goods. Or you could take a cue from player 1 and purchase a goods tile right away, increase our ability to hold, and get more goods as well. Maybe do that. Maybe start off because both players could be producing right now, and they're both going, yeah, but I could also be getting myself a lot more of the goods. So, okay, so this bank was each $20 that you have at the end of the game, of course, is worth an extra victory point. Nice. So if you have $100, you get 5 more victory points, and victory points is how you win. And this is the governor's mansion. Each town is worth 1 victory point. Ooh, and towns are nice, but you need to have money to do that. So, all right, is it a race to see who can get more money by producing more goods now? I think it might be. I think it might be. So we have luxury there. And, oh, boom, boom, boom. So we're able to produce 3 plus the bonus 1. Well, okay, let's see what else is going to end up happening. So wood is going to go up by 2. Iron is going to go up by 2. Okay, so wood and iron, I guess, is what we're going to look at. And iron is worth 1 more than wood, so it's kind of like pick one. I'm going to end up with more wood. And then it's going to go up by 2. Wow, yeah, it's really like pick one. Okay, player 2 has wood. Maybe I can corner the market on iron then. Perhaps I will do that. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, this doesn't have any iron. Nothing is... Okay, so what is... So goods are just worth more. They just are. Wood, I want to take. Goods just have a base of being worth more. I guess if I'm going with that, I'm not... Well, increase the by 1. Because I don't know what player 2 is doing yet. Do I just go coal? Coal's not going to be going up 1. But wheat will be going up 1 to make it worth the same amount. I'll have the option to get more wheat. Maybe? Okay, let's do that then. So, this is the card that I used. Okay, so we have 4, that's fine. So wood goes up by 1, iron goes up by 1, and luxury goes up by 1. So normally this deck of cards, this isn't the spot for these cards. Normally you just set it by the board. For the sake of the camera, I just set it on the board, which means the discard pile would probably be right there. For the sake of this playthrough, I'm just going to have a separate discard. If you run out of cards, all you do is just shuffle them back in. These ones get completely sold off. These ones get completely sold off. So this is the deck that you could end up shuffling all the cards back together were you to ever run out. I fully expect not to need that, but just so you know, this is not going back to the box. These do have the potential to be used again. So for the sake of the camera, I'm just going to have the discard pile just off here in this corner of the table there. So that is player 1's turn for this. We have those 3 have gone up by 1. Just want to make sure I am real clear that I'm not going to forget at what spot these things are at. So player 2 is looking at his wood, saying, yeah, wood could be good, but goods are good too. So goods are at 3. This could make it 4, 5, and wood of 1. And if that goes up by 1, 2, 3 more, 1, 2, 3, that takes it up to 5. Okay. So in this case, I would end up with more goods right now. I am not interested in iron, although that did go up 1. I would increase it by 1, which puts it to 4. Yeah. Let's have a hard focus on goods. Let's do all goods. 1, 2, 3. Let's do all goods plus, oh, I just realized I didn't do the bonus, so player 1 gets that bonus. Player 1 gets that bonus of the extra luxury. Player 2 will get the extra bonus of the extra good. All right, so that is caught up. So 3 plus 1. And we are still within our limit of 11. This goes into discard. Oh, did I draw back up? No, you always draw back up to your hand. And oh, and that is what we got. Not bad. Player 1. Are you? Yeah. I think we're just going to focus on more production. This is definitely going to be my last move for this one. I can still increase things. Okay, so I will do this one, which means I take one of these and one of those and one of those. I only have 3, 2, 3 plus another luxury. Oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder if that was not the smartest thing to do. Because I can only hold 11. So next round, I'm not going to be getting 4 goods with the bonus. Okay. Okay, I want to, then you can swap. You can change things out if you don't want something. Okay, I am going to commit to what I just did. So I will 1, 2, and I will 1. Okay, so this goes into discard. Draw back up to your hand limit. Ha. Okay, so player 2. You can purchase this for 2. Each $20 or each town. Okay. I don't have $30 right now, but perhaps I will soon. Let's see what I can do. So I have 6. This would be 7, 8, 9, 10. That would put me up to my limit as well. So let's gain what I can gain. Iron will go up to 4. If I had more wood, and I sold it all, that would get me 6. Or I could just focus on just selling goods. Stick with the wood. No, iron is going to be better for me. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of each of these and 1 wood. Okay. Plus bonus good. And that puts me to 10 goods. So I would only be able to get one more good. Okay, so this goes up 1, that goes up 1, and that goes up 1. Discard and oh, draw one of those. Goods is doing good for me. And that's going to get me some nice cash. Okay, so that's player 2. Player 1, I said has 9, right? 3, 3, 3. So you can do production. You would just have to decide what out of everything you got that you're going to get rid of. So I do want to do this. So I'm going to take this, this, and this, plus the bonus. Now, I can only have 11 goods. So what do I get rid of? Well, wheat has been doing nothing, not just for us, for just nothing. So let's do that, and we are back to our hand limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so what did I just do? This one, yeah? So we go 1, 2, 3, and it looks like we'll be able to get some nice cash. Go up to your hand limit. Yeah. Okay. 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 Player 2. Yeah, it's time for selling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6 is 36, and that brings this down. Okay, so let's just give ourselves money first. 30, 5, 6, and this information is hidden information. Boom. So that's 36, and we bring this down 6. There's only 3 spots to go down, so it's back at the bottom. That's player 2's turn. Player 1. It is now time for player 1 to sell as well, because we can't get anything more. We don't have the cash to buy anything else. Like I said, the wood and wheat buildings are only worth 4, but those aren't even out, so that's not happening. So we're definitely selling. We can't buy anything for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure selling. So sell it all. 8, 16, 24, 32. 32 for just that. 20, 32. Okay, so we have the potential to buy stuff. And that was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is back at the 4 spot. Now, player 2 can produce more. Does player 2 want to produce more? What can we can purchase one of those. Each 20 is worth a victory point. Each town is worth a victory point. Not yet. Not yet. Do you want to purchase one of these? Like, these are only $5. So for the sake of, I'm just thinking, for the sake of getting more buildings out and increasing your commodity holdings, maybe it's a worthwhile investment just for that. Let's maybe think of doing that. So let's do that. 5. What do you prefer? Let's look at our hand. What can we even do? We have a whole lot of coal. And we already have some coal in there. It's only going to increase by 1. But if we have a lot to sell in the first place, we'll be glad we have a lot to sell. Okay, let's take coal. So now we can add 12 commodities, plus we can choose which bonus to get. And this one is each building is worth 1 victory point. And I've already got 2 buildings. And this is one unto itself. Okay, anyway, so a building was purchased. That was the turn. Player 1. Player 1 thinking, just give me money, 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 money. That's where my head's at. I just want more money, money, money. I do not have any goods. What can I do? I do have a couple irons, which is already at 4. That's $8. I have 3 woods. Right now, this would be $6. This is 3, and this is 3. Okay. Right now, iron is already at 1 advantage. Maybe I produce iron right now. And that goods is going to go up too. Going up by 1 is $4 right there. So maybe I take the iron for sure, and I'm thinking goods is probably a good idea. Okay. I have a couple coals. Oh, and coal's going to be going up a couple spots. Okay, let's take a coal. Let's do it. That, that plus the bonus. And we're at capacity again, I believe. Yeah, that's 11. With that building, that's 11. So that's that's the card I did. So let's put this up by 1, and let's put that up by 1. That's the goods I want. That's just what happens to go up. Back to your hand limit of 3. Okay. Let's put the goods together just so I can look at it at a glance. Okay, so player 2's turn. Produce. And player 1. I do not know how much money player 1 has. That would not happen in real life. Because eventually stuff has to be auctioned, right? So right now, there are 6 different railroads altogether for a 2-player game, only 3 of those railroads. And if I'm remembering right, there's a 6 cost, a 5 cost, and a 4 cost. And right now we have a 6 and a 5. Is now the right time to go for a railroad in the first place? No. Maybe I can kind of sneak my way into getting a bonus card right off the bat, a town. Then maybe I would want to get that if I focused on towns. Maybe. What do we got? We can indeed get a bunch of coal right away. But I don't need a bunch of coal. I would like to have 1. If I did this, think. So I could do a bit of coal, and luxury would go up by 1. That would make it 6. Maybe I do this card, and even the coal would go up by 1 if I did this card. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 1, 2, and of those, I suppose I would rather. Would I rather more coal than goods in this case? Because I can sell off in bulk if I had more coal. So if coal goes up 1, then it's at $4, and I could mass sell just coal. I'll do that. I'll do that for this round. So wood is going up 1, 2. Iron is going up 1. Coal is going up 1. Okay, so that's that card. And oh, I keep going for railroads. Production. Hooah! So that'll be what option I have. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can do another 3 production and bonus goods willy-nilly. Okay, so player 1. Player 1 has $30 here. Or has the same thought of just getting buildings, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at maximum. You want to sell or get more money and then start selling? Maybe I want to get money and start selling. Let's try getting money and sell this one off for 15. You can only sell 1 commodity, that's why. So 1 for 15. And I have to remember that was 3 commodities. Player 2 is not exactly sure, unless they're just literally keeping track in their own head. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 3 sold. Done. Player 2 can get more commodities. Okay, so we're not going to increase the price before we do that. But if I have a ton of coal, what would that be? 6, 24, 30. Okay, let's mass produce a bunch of coal. Let's go for a bunch of coal. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go for a bonus coal. I'm at 12 goods right now. Yeah, I'm at 12 goods now. Wheat goes up 1 finally, and goods goes up 1. Okay, draw back up to your hand limit. Player 1. What's good? Goods are good. Of what I have, goods are good. That's $10 right there. Coal's at 4. That's $8. That's $12. I'd rather sell 2 for 10. That gets me another $10. All right. I'm starting to feel a touch comfortable about, and that was goods I said, 1, 2. A touch comfortable about having more money than player 2. Player 2. Started this whole coal endeavor. I just remembered to get this card in the first place. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I could have sold 4 of anything, but I went for the 2 coal instead. So now we get 2 bonus points, or 2 victory points, that is to say, automatically. If we get a railroad, we can combine this card with that for these 2 bonus points on top of the points this card gives, plus what the railroad would give. So that is that town purchased. 2 woods. Player 1. Player 1 not letting player 2 do anything. So we're taking 5. That goes down $1. Nothing is worth $4. Apparently that's what was going on through player 1's head. Player 1 has some money. Player 2. So 5, 10, and we can hold 2 more. If we sold the coal now, that would get us $4. Is that even worth it? I can purchase a second town right now. Or take that iron. Oh, there's a thought. There's a thought. Take the iron. That's $5. Maybe you'd want to put in the 10, keep the 5, have 5 change. Okay. And this building may purchase 2 buildings. Ooh. This would have been great to come out as like the first one. Player 1. Okay, player 1 is glad player 2 purchased. Okay. Let's try an auction. Let's do this. So the minimum bid of this is $6. I can put it for anything more than that, and that would be fine. And this isn't a true auction. I set the price, and either player 2 beats it or doesn't. That's it. So I need to make sure that I'm probably going to get it. Okay. Oh, $20 for this. Player 2 says, Jeepers Creepers, I'm thinking about buying these, but you need to have railroads, right? Okay, so do I want to? Maybe I'd go with then oh man. Oh man. But right now, player one would just get away with any, but then I wouldn't have money to do literally anything with. Oh my, seriously. Ah, okay, I have to make the hard choice. Take it. That's probably the wrong choice. Another big bear. Okay, so player one got what they wanted. Had player two taken it, then player one basically uh, did nothing. They produced nothing, they gained nothing, they sold nothing, they nothing. So then they would get to go again until they would get to have something. But because they got what they wanted, now it's the end of player two's turn. So had they done it, had it been the reverse order, had player had the amount of money been reversed, say the player with the lower amount of money, and player one just keeps outbidding them, while player or the other player just keeps outbidding them, well, they would just keep going. If they're going to keep doing auctions, then they're just going to keep doing auctions. However, player one was the one that started it. They actually got something out of it, out of their turn. So we're going to player two's turn now. And player two, if you sold this, you'd get 20 bucks. Or you can use everything you have and get each town worth a victory point. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Gain $1 per wood or wheat sold, and it's only 10 bucks. Whenever anyone sells a wood or wheat, you get $1 for that wood or wheat. By any player. I don't know if I said by any player, but that's what that is. So we now have 4. So now we're able to hold 14 commodities. So that's cool, especially because we have 5, 10. So we can hold 4 more. We can do another. So player 1. I did not give that $20, did I? Okay. Player 2 is not very smart. I will do that for $5. Yes, take that for $5. I did give that $5, right? Yeah, I had 2 5s. Oh, it's another big bear even. Player 2. Okay, I need to get myself money fast. And I'm going to do it this way. So I can hold 4. Good. I'm taking that coal. I'm taking... Oh, these are both low. So I'll just take 1 and 1 then. And I'll take the bonus coal. And I'll move the coal up by 1, 2, and a luxury up by 1. This is done. Go back to your hand limit. Okay. Player 1. Player 2, you big dummy. I will auction this for 5. Oh, you have no money, you say? Oh, okay. Well, I get 7 victory points at the end of the game. Player 2. Okay, I'm going to mass sell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times $6 is 42. So take $42. Oh, I didn't do this from player one's turn. Player 1. Okay. I do have some money. Okay. And I know for a fact you just got $42. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just know for a fact you got $42. And I have 36. Okay. What are you spending? You can purchase 2. Each building. A wood or wheat sold. Maybe I want another building. Okay, I'm not gonna auction right now. I'll take this. I'll take extra money plus the ability to hold more. That's what I'll do. Okay, $1 per coal or iron sold. Well, that would have been nice one turn ago. For $42, I also could invest. I'd better. Hold 15 goods. Buildings. $1 per goods or luxury sold. That's just, I could take a different route and get more money right now. I can increase these, and then I would get one of these and increase that. Okay, so I have 5, I can hold 12. So that would be 9, and then I would just have to get rid of 1. Okay. That's fine. Wood's already, and I have some wood. Okay, I'll do this card. I will take 1, 1, 1, of course, and I get the 1 bonus of the luxury. Okay, so that's taken. Now up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1. Nice. Okay, so that's that. Drop back up to your hand limit. I'll set this in there. Some money. Player 2. Well, come on. There's a taking that. 16 plus I get $1 for stuff being sold. That's gonna go there. New building is the warehouse. Oh, nice. Player 1. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you want to do? You can get $20 right now. Can I be greedy? No, I can't put it up more. I can get one more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can be greedy and get one more. They're probably not going to sell their wood this turn. And get more wood. Okay. Okay, so I'll do this production card. This one, and a wood, and a coal. Put the wood with wood, wheat with wheat. Now, coal goes up 2, and luxury goes up 1. Oh, speaking of luxury, gain a luxury, but I'm 1 beyond my capacity. So this is at 3, and 2 of those are at 3. Okay. For now, I'll do goods, because that would get me $6 instead of $3 with the 1 good. That's what I think I will stick with. Okay, so go back up to your hand limit. Okay. Player 2. I'm going to exchange 2 woods to get that town card. Okay. Player 1. Yeah, we're going, okay, so this is 14 or 25. Well, I'm going for 25 extra bucks so that I can buy more stuff at auction. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 wood. Okay, so 5 wood was just sold. I have to remember that. And I get $1 per wood sold. Hallelujah. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only go down 4. So player 2. Player 1 is probably gonna onslaught with auctions. Maybe I sell the luxuries. Sell the luxuries to get $14. Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that big bear is going to get me 13 victory points instead of the 7 I currently have. That's worth investing something into. Or alternatively, I can go for the fat cat, which of course I want everything, but if I lose something, it would be the fat cat because they get me the least amount of victory points total. So if I bid lower on this, but enough that they're still spending money on it to guarantee that they're using a lot more money than they need to. So if I bid like, what would be a good bid? Like 12 or something on that so that they're using up $15. Wait, $13 instead of just 4 or 5 if I bid 4. Maybe I want to do that. Because I could bid super high for that. But then, yeah. Okay, I'm going to say this one for $12. There too. $12. Well, okay, that seems worth it. For $13, that leaves me with 23. And it wouldn't be too much for me to get a bit more. Okay. Yeah, but then that big bear. And they're just going to run away with points. But I need railroads at all. I can't just let player 1 get all the railroads. That's what the what do you do? What do you do? I do want towns, but the towns are worth more when you get railroads. Arga. Crud. I need more money. That's my problem. But if I'm not getting railroads at all, I'm not getting anything at all. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I'd better get it. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Cool. That top dog is going to be worth a lot to me. What kind of money do I have right now? I have $50 plus 6. $30 for that big bear. And player 1 is being a family-friendly show. So, for $30, player 1 already put it in because, why not? Player 1 gets what they wanted, so it's player 2's turn. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got now? What do we have? We have a fat cat. How about this? Let's see if we can put everything on the line for Big Bear. Let's do it all to keep it away from player 1. Right now, we need to make a push. So $23 for Big Bear. Oh, I have 20. 1, 2, 3. So 24. I'm taking Big Bear. And that gets me 21 victory points for having all the Big Bears. Oh, I was hoping you'd have just not enough, but you had just enough, it turns out. Urgh. But, on the other hand, I can auction... Okay, I will say 6. Please. Please, 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 please. For 6. Take it for 6. Oh my god, seriously. Oh, okay. Okay, so 14. 10, 1, 2, 3, 14. I have $14 now. Wow, but I got what I wanted, so that'll be that. Okay, so player 1. What does player 1 do? What does player 1 do? Player 1 wants money. 2, wheat. Player 1 wants money. And we have, so we can hold 12. So another 4 would do us good. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a coal, let's produce a thing, let's produce a luxury plus a bonus luxury. Boom, boom. Oh yeah. And wheat goes up 1, and 1, 1, and up 1. Nice. Draw back up to your hand limit. Nice. Okay. All right. Okay. Top dog for 6. Oh, I forgot you could still auction stuff. But you have to take it because I literally cannot. Nice. Player is definitely selling right now. So that's 20 bucks in the hand. No, it's not. Was that 24 bucks in the hand? Oh, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 bucks. Player. Okay, so let's take this town. This town is being taken. We're now at needing 3 goods. All right. Okay. Let's be a little twerp and say I will take this top dog for $10. I can't beat $10. All right. Well, I'll do that then and take top dog and put it there. Okay. Player 2. Player 2 needs to produce, really. There's no way around that. So let's produce this. Just realized they sold for 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 goes over here. We are producing. Sorry for the extra bit of noise. That's life with the. Okay, so 1 and 1 and 1. Okay, so and what extra do we want to produce? Coal or iron or goods? Goods probably. So let's take more goods. Let's take more goods. And wood goes up 1 and luxury goes up 1. And draw back up to your hand limit. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, what do we got? Fat cat. Let's take a fat cat for $10. Are you able to beat that? I'm able to beat it. Do I want it? Yeah, I want it. $11. Fine. You just spent a bunch of money. How much do you have? Oh, let's take a risk. Let's go $4. I'm not able to beat $4. Wah! I get that for $4. Oh, one more card. One more card. Okay, so player two's turn. Shoot. Player one's probably going to end up taking that. Can I do something? With $3? I can... okay, 5 of anything. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to take this card. I'm going to take this card. That's town. That's 4. And player one, of course, says, I'll take that for... It literally doesn't matter, does it? All my money. Yeah, I don't have more money than all your money. Money is not worth victory points at the end. There are buildings where you could do that, but we didn't even have enough for that. And boom. That end game trigger. That was player one, however. Player two still gets to do something, but it probably wouldn't matter. Okay, for the sake of doing something, it's not going to be worth anything. I'll take 2 coals and a thing, because what else can I do? Nothing. Draw back up. Okay, so that is the end of turns. All right, so victory points. Let's count up our victory points. So railroads. So for the fat cats, we have 2. So that's 7 points. We have 4 big bears. That's 28. And 2 top dogs. 28 is 37. 38, 39. So 39 for player 1. Player 2. Player 2, 9 and 7. That's 16. 16, 19, 21, 23, 25, plus there's 4 and 4, so they're all paired up. What did I say? 20. I think I said 24, 25. Shoot. 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Okay, so 25, and each pair is 27, 29, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so they're tied right now. And player 1, I literally did not know that this would happen. Player 1 has just spent literally all their money. So player 2, who did not have more than literally all their money, wins the game. Wow, I literally didn't see that coming. Okay, thank you very much for joining me as I do this playthrough of Raccoon Tycoon. Have fun.